Good morning, everyone. I hope you're doing well. So, over the last few years, there has been a lot of funding, especially in agriculture, the climate space, and clean energy. So, this week, I got an opportunity to attend a training by the Eastern African Farmers Federation, which was basically mentoring youth and women enterprises on how they can be financially ready or investor ready. And there are a few things that I picked. Even me, who has been in the agri space for like 3 years, it was it's like a turnaround moment on how we do businesses. So I'll just do like a few things that I picked from that training. The first thing, it's always better to formalize your enterprise. Maybe you're doing small agribusiness here and there, vegetables, maize, arrowroots, or even a grocery or something of the sort. Have it registered. When you have it registered, it's the first way to sort of like you're assuring us you're serious about whatever you're doing. Also, for most grants or even people who want to invest in your company, they don't invest in you as a person, they invest in the company. So, of course, there are different advantages and disadvantages of whatever form of registration that you decide to pick. For example, if it is a business name, I currently have a business name, and honestly, I'm going to change it to maybe a limited company for me. A business name, whenever something happens to the business, you will be liable. Say, for example, you don't file your tax returns for the business. You may even be put in jail because it's you. You and the business name are one and the same. But with a limited company, you're different people. The second thing that you need to take into account is record keeping. Where I remember last year, for my farm, we do have partners. I told my partners, by the way, we may look like we are making money, where in real sense we are not. And trust me, when we did our books, the profit were very minor. Very minor, considering sometimes we don't pay ourselves for some tasks. So when you keep your records, first of all, it helps you realize which is working, which is not working. For example, you have like a 6-acre piece of land. You have maize, you have vegetables, you have sugarcane, you have cassava, and you've sold all of them. You're able to know what your costs are for each and what are your expenses and the net profits. From there, you'll be able to know, for example, if this year maize brought me this percentage of profit, the next year it brought a lower profit, and the other year it went lower. You can deal away with the maize. Also, it makes you make projections. For example, you know your craft, and you're sure if you get, let's say, 500,000, you will be able to expand or to double. So when you're going to look for this loan, it will be easier when you give them the record. Hey, look, I want 500,000 because from my books, I made this profit this year, the other year. Last year I made this, and I anticipate to make this in the next year. That will help you, in either getting the funding, in doing the projection, in expansion, or even specialization in what is doing well. The third thing that I learned when taking loans, be very cautious. Most of the people will take loans on revenue. That is not the best way to take loans. You should take loans on the net profit, like you've removed your costs. Here is the reason. If you take a loan on revenue, the interest will be so high. Yet you would have taken when, I don't know how to explain it, but let's say, for example, you made a revenue of 100 shillings and your cost were 40 bob, and you take a loan basing the revenue on the 100 shillings, it means what will pay. If 40 bob, how will you pay it? Okay, I don't know how to explain. I'm not so good in explaining the mathematical bit of it, but ensure when you're taking a loan, it will be based on your net revenue, not the total without minusing the cost. So another thing that I also learned is being able to solve a problem. Most of the time when you're taking the loan, you're basing it on the problems that you have on your venture. You should take a loan based on the solutions that you're creating to your customer. I'm dealing with arrowroots, yeah? If I am having labor issues at the farm, that is not a reason to take a loan. A good reason would be, I want to provide healthy, quality, developed arrowroots. I don't know whether it makes sense. It should be with the goal in mind is the customer, yule mwenye atanunua customer. Mkinipatia hii loan, customers wangu watamove from this percentage to the next percentage. Thirdly, let's embrace value addition. Production sometimes can be very hectic. Let's always dream high. Let's strive, yeah, to value add whatever we are producing. Because of course the value of the product always rises. I am hoping, to be honest, for me this training was really, really nice. Shout out to Eastern African Farmers Federation for the opportunity. Yeah, so thank you to the East African Farmers Federation and FAO for organizing this. Also, if you're starting your farming business, you know, we will always post that is positive, but farming, just like any other businesses, is a bit tasking. It's a bit hard. It can be very discouraging. You saw, for example, the floods. I saw someone who was due to harvest and all the things went out. So when you interact in these forums or you join these trainings, whether they are paid or free, you get to learn a lot. So just join the groups. Also follow my pages, Farm with Bisase. I am preparing to put more content out there so that we can be able to learn and grow together. So another thing, let me just check that I needed to mention. Oh yeah, so we also, on this training, we also talked about pitching, you know. With pitching, yani, your solution should be on top of your head, yeah. The trainer kept saying, Kenyans are fond of like saying, I have a unique product. What is a unique product? Talk to people about the problem. For example, if you're producing, say for example, easy flowers like Zanduma, sweet potato, yeah, you know, they're gluten-free. Don't tell someone that this thing of mine is gluten-free. They don't know gluten-free. Tell them, do you usually have problems when you take food and you find yourself constipate? So, yani tell them, I don't know, just sell yourself. I'll be sharing more opportunities in this platform. Kindly follow Farm with Bisase Africa on all platforms. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. All the best in your farming ventures. I hope to see you grow and yeah, succeed, make it in life. Yeah. Thank you, subscribe, and bye.